Leader. We got Sexy C in the building, y'all. Look at her starting over there.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling blessed. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I want to get deep too. I want to know how it all started.
Oh, okay. Well, let me do this. So Sexy C, Sexy C. My name has been around for some time. I just want to say, for the record, I was a intern at iRock Records, and iRock Daniels, Iron Daniels. He was, he was the one that like kind of coached me and taught me the game. And so, like when Buki just had came out, I was there, with a lot of that. So that's where I started. So that was like the hood. That's where that's where I got my roots.
Yeah. So tell me about the brand Sexy C. Like, how do you publish that out here in the game? Since they taught you the game in the game, you got the game from a good source. How do you brand that?
So yeah, my Sexy C, it is a brand. It is a brand that I am grooming. I'm actually cultivating that brand. I actually am a songwriter. I am also getting into publishing for my own works. I did have a studio at home. So I did, before it was Sexy C, it was LOV. However, like Sexy C was me that created LLC, and I had my sisters involved on that. And so we created a group. Long story short, we had a studio in the house, and all the nieces and nephews got in on the recording tracks. They homies got in on recording tracks. So we have history of LOV records and that sort of thing. But so Sexy C branched off from that. Not to say it will never be LOV Familia again. Sexy C branched off from that and started her own thing, because my lyrics, my writing, my creativity just keeps going on and on and on and on. It's like I was telling everybody, I'm downloaded. I get these songs downloaded to me. I write them, I record them, and then it's up to the audience to like it or whatever. So that's where I came from.
So the single that I heard was I want to say, I don't want to mess up the title, but Rules to the Industry. Did I get that right, or did I?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there
right.
it is.
Yes, ma'am.
Rules to the Industry. What is? Can you go in detail about that? Like, how is it being a female coming up in this industry?
Okay, so like I said, from my roots, where I came from, this is a male dominated industry, right? So, if you didn't have, if you wasn't behind like a big name, a big boy, if you wasn't behind no big boy, you didn't mean nothing. It was just like, who are you? Okay, next. So when we started out, we had to pay for studio time. We had to pay for, like, I just want you to master this. Okay, you got to pay for this. You got to pay for that. And it was like nickel and diamond, nickel and diamond. So when I started my own studio, I was like, okay, now I see what it is to run a studio. However, the quality of the music wasn't up to par, like having an engineer and having a big time name. So Rules to the Industry came this year. Okay, I wrote that this year, but it was like everything started like coming to me, like the industry, Arizona. Even though I've been in Arizona for so long, they people try to say, oh, we don't know who you are, or yeah, you're just starting out. Yeah, so I let them know, like, hey, it's rules to this game. I don't know where y'all come from, but I know where I come from. Everybody ain't gonna like you. You're gonna have like some hood niggas that's gonna like you for a little bit, and then then what? Or you gonna have a one hit wonder, and then what? Like, I've seen it. It's not that I'm talking about you or talking about industry people that's out there right now. I'm just saying, this is what I've seen. This is what I've heard. This is what I know. And so that's where that came from. So if it hits a little below the belt on some people. You know, it's not just you. You're not the industry. You're part of, but you're not the only one. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that came from.
So do a lot of people like ask you, are you targeting somebody on that
Every time I'm like, they said, so who you talking about? Like, even I was like, so who you talking about? You know, and I'm like, it's just the the industry. And he was like, I understand, it's the industry. And he understands too. So anyone who's been in the industry for a very long time understands that everyone is not going to like you. However, if you're cut from the same cloth, then you're meant to be here. If you got that tough skin, then you can overcome, people that is like gonna talk about you, they gonna hate on you, they gonna look at you, they gonna be like color of your skin, the texture of your hair, what you wearing, like who you with, who you like in their DM or on Facebook looking at their photos or whatever. They gonna be like, are you watching? Whatever. It is like you're not trying to be, like trolling anybody. You just an average person just looking like everybody else. Like, why should you be judged for that? And so, rules to this industry came from a lot of different places. It ain't for just one person.
So LL wants to know how long you've been in the game.
Like as LOV or as Sexy C, because like I said,
when you started, like, when you started.
When did I start? Okay,
yeah, like, just take you back. When did you start getting into the writing and music? Yeah.
My first track was like, it was like 20 years, 15 years. Yeah, my first track.
Oh wow.
So that's what I actually was on Player Ham's song. What is it? I love it when you spit that shit. Sorry, I'm cussing.
Keep going.
It was like it was called it was Player Ham, and I put me in the studio and goes, I need you to sing this. So I was like, Daddy, can you spit that shit? I love it when you spit that shit. Daddy, won't you rip that shit? And I was actually on the chorus. It was so long ago. I was like a baby in the studio.
And it like feel going into it. Especially out with a big name like Iraq Daniels.
You know what? That was like my friend, my mentor. I would say like back then I didn't see it like that. I just saw it like, you big, because he started in his house. That studio was in his house. Then he went to iRock Records off of 27th and Thomas, that's where it went. So it was from his house to that location to, wherever. But I didn't know at the time that I was with some big heavy hitters, I was just like, okay, whatever, this is what we doing. Let's get this. Carly, when he first heard me on the radio or on the mic, he was like, say that again. And I was like, what? He's like, your voice sounds so good, right? And I was like, okay, it sounds good. And so that's how it started,
So that's what motivated you. Mm-hmm. That being right there in that studio scene in that vibe. So now, back then, you felt that vibe. How do you feel now going into the studio?
I don't care about what nobody say. I'm going to still keep on my shit, and I'm going to be popping my collar wherever I go, and I'm going to write and put it out. People are coming to me like, okay, so Arizona quarantine. I was just writing that because, it was like 2020, coronavirus. I lost my best friend.
And take a moment.
iRock know who that is. Okay. And I wrote that song because, everybody was going through that same hurt, that same pain. They were losing their friends. They were losing their loved ones, and so Arizona Quarantine is like a download. I feel like my songs are downloaded. They're coming from the Most High. Like I said in some of my songs, my skills are not my own. The rhymes will never be told, just so everything I touch, the intrinsic value go up. So that's where Arizona Quarantine came from.
Do you have any of her music in play? They want to hear some of her music online. They said play her songs. They want to hear one of your songs.
Okay, well, which one you want to play? Arizona Quarantine, because my homegirl, yes, my homegirl, Oak Crease Parish. This for you, girl. So that's my song I want to play right now.
All right, we're gonna go into it. You said Arizona Quarantine?
Yes.
By Sexy C.
Yes, ma'am.
Get it.
I heard you were looking for me, Sexy C. I posted up in the hood with that good. Sexy, I'm about to roll out, no doubt. The bands, no friends, just solo. They say YOLO, quarantine, and I can't express a thing. I can't move across the country to see my ombre. Damn, this hurts me. Isolation is getting to me. I feel trapped like a mouse. I gotta get out my house. I gotta find an escape route before my lights go out. Yeah, before my lights go out. Quarantine somewhere in AZ. People looking for Sexy C. You can find me only footprints of where I be. Somewhere in AZ. I could be at the canyon, or Slide Rock, or somewhere watching your ad on TikTok, or maybe in the studio, or at the mall. I got to make the best of this corona, y'all. But hear me, never fail, never fell off. That's not the story I tell. Yeah, I'm just giving you a bird's eye look of the places I book in my pretty little book. Here, take a look, flip through the photo book, but don't hate on the pictures I paint. It could be you could have done it too. I guess that's the difference between me and you. I got to stay on the move, yeah, I got to stay in tune, creating something you could grow to. Quarantine somewhere in AZ. People looking for Sexy C. You can find me only footprints of where I be. Somewhere in AZ. If you're quarantined somewhere in AZ, you got no job but you got money. Yo, make the best of your journey. Go sightseeing, man. Do your thing. Happiness comes in different forms. So make the best of why you were born. Quarantine somewhere in AZ. Best believe we packing heat in these streets. Best believe we packing heat in these streets. Quarantine somewhere in AZ. People looking for Sexy C. You can find me only footprints of where I be. Somewhere in AZ. Shoes check, mask check, handbag check. Backpack check, lip gloss check, shades check, iPhone bed, 1, 2 step, shoes check, mask check, handbag check, backpack check, lip gloss check, shades check, iPhone bed, 1, 2 step.
All right, so that was Arizona Quarantine by Sexy C.
Yeah.
There was some emotion behind that one.
Yep.
It sounded more or less uplifting, though. So were you coming out? Was that a song that, you felt afterwards, after the pain, that helped you heal?
That actually, she passed away the year I wrote that song. So it was dedicated to her. But yeah, it was like her passing just made me elevated so much, because that's my first performance came after that song, after she passed away. My first performance was at her going away party. So
that was your first performance?
Yeah.
And then what was your next performance after that?
After that it was Chase Money.
Do you remember how you felt during that time?
Chase Money? Or during that
performance?
During my first performance? it was a lot of friends there that was from like, you know, school days and stuff. I don't think they really took me serious, like Sexy C as like individual artists, because you know I was doing it here, there, everywhere, you know, in the hood. But they didn't take me serious as a an artist that is like an elevated artist, an artist that's coming out of the hood, you know. So when they saw me at her going away party, they're like, "Oh, she's serious." They're like, "Oh, can you perform over here? Can you perform over there?" You know, it was like, "Wow, she really sounds good." And it sounds like, from what I'm understanding, the feedback that I got, they were just shocked. Like, "Wow, this is what O'Crease," because O'Crease was always saying, "Sexy C, girl, Sexy C, like Carlosita, Sexy C." You know, every time we go somewhere, she'd be like, "Sexy C in the house," you know. And it was like she saw something before it happened. She saw, you know, that elevated game before it. So, and I just wish she was just here to feel it and here to see it.
Well, she is watching over you.
Yeah.
You know that. Because
Yeah.
you're doing nothing but elevate.
Yeah. I'm happy.
So you performed at the Arizona AZMT Awards. How did that go for you?
That one.
That's where I first seen Sexy C.
Okay. Yeah, that one, you know, that my family was there. My family was there. You know, my niece is my stylist. My aunt, she's like, you know, she's in the cut, but my niece, my aunt, my cousin, all my family was there that, you know, was really helping support me at that time. And so I was just like, I didn't really feel any kind of like, you know, negative energy, because I just had my people and VIP right there, you know, was cheering me on. And so it felt good for me. So I was like in my element there.
What up, Big Boss? Said, what up, though? She in the building tapping in. Thank you. Ebony is tapping in, too.
Okay.
How y'all doing out
Hey.
there?
Hi.
Y'all have any questions that y'all have for her for Sexy C? So where are you from originally?
Well, I was born in Illinois. I was born in Kankakee, Illinois. My shout out to Chi-Town. My family, my parents are from Chi-Town. So my cousins, my uncles, my aunties, a little bit of my nieces and nephews, they're still in Chicago. So they tap in from Chi-Town, from the Midwest. They tap in and see what I'm doing and liking what I'm doing and everything. They say I got a West Coast sound, you know, but I'm like, whatever, you know. So yeah, so that's where I'm from. I was raised here though, so I just want people to know I've been here since I was like 2 years old. Okay, so we came out here. My grandfather was experiencing asthma and bronchitis. Brought our family came out here, and it was like a kind of like a migration. Okay, so that's how I got to Arizona. Yep.
Okay, and what's next for Sexy C? Where can we find you? What's next? What do you plan on doing next?
So I plan on putting together an album. I never did like a full blown album with just Sexy C. I've been working with RTU, HK Studios, and Felix the Cat. He is my engineer. So I get tracks. You know, I get the tracks, and I bring the tracks into to Felix, and he laced the tracks. So he laced the tracks, and he put that sound, that Sexy C sound. So, you know, when I talk about like the quality of my music, you know, I prefer to go to him because I know he is qualified, he's educated, he has a background in just his craft of what he does. So I want the best of the best. So he's making my music sound so good that Arizona Quarantine, he did that track. So so what I got coming up next is I could talk forever. So RTU, so we have the Justice Farewell performance May 14th, and I am performing. I go on at like 7:00 that day, so I'm performing there. I have like some music coming out for the summer, so we're gonna try to like do some bathing suit videos and stuff like that. But
Are
yeah,
you
I have
gonna
2
wear a
videos.
bathing suit
I
at the
will.
farewell? That's what I want to know. Are you gonna be performing the bathing suit?
Okay, so at the farewell, I will be having something on sexy. See, y'all know every time I go out and I step out, it's always something that's sexy because it's like my brand, and I'm trying to build up a brand and build up, my crew. So, like, if you guys want to be down with Sexy C, I encourage it because
Please.
I am, if we can only like, okay, so let's think about this. Okay, we have a video, and we got girls in bathing suits. Okay, it's 2 of us. Okay, me and my crew. And so we want.
That's true. That's true.
We want a little bit more
That's
than 2. We need more than 2, right? So I'm looking for my homegirls, people that just want riding with me. Even new people that I've come in contact with, acquaintances or whatever. I want y'all to be down. I'm not here to hate. I'm here to congratulate and build up. And this is girl power.
Right.
Girl
Is there anybody
power.
that you want to work with?
Shoot, there's so many. Oh my
Name
gosh.
them. They come. Manifest them.
Okay. Shoot, I would like to work with. See, we got Boss Lyric, we got Bossy, we got Alita Vita, we got shoot, I don't know. Melanin Monroe. Man, I mean the list goes on. Even the one cat, what's the girl with her hair is like, shoot, what is her name? She has like the blonde short hair.
Give me the light.
Okay,
We talking about
Miss B.
Miss B.
Miss Bean.
Miss Bean.
Oh, because last time I seen her it was pink.
Maybe
why.
sometimes
Yeah,
pink.
yeah,
All right,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Blonde.
That's all right, okay.
And the ones, the hitters in Arizona, because I see y'all out there, and I think it's better for us to come together than it's for us. Like it just, these different like cliques be trying to build us up to be against each other, and I don't think that's how we're going to make it or move forward. Because guess what, brothers, fellas, they bossing up with each other. Like they're forming their cliques with each other. Also, Miss Business, I know she's with the Platinum or something like that or whatever. Okay, so anyway, I'm just saying like we need to come together as females in this game in Arizona, and I'm opening it up. Yeah, I would love to have a video and like bring the girls in.
So your next video, you said you could give out bathing suits.
Yes.
When is that? You have a date set for that? You can actually tell them to come work with you.
Okay,
on
so
that date?
we actually about to finish up the song for that, and it has girls. It's going to be in the title of the song. So when y'all hear that, y'all gonna be like, "Oh, okay, we can rock with this."
What's it about?
It's a girls just want to have fun, but it's more like it's on that level, but it's Sexy C's level too. So
Boss Lyric says she's amazed unless you work.
okay.
Let's work. I told you to say it, manifesting.
Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. Like,
Right.
what's up? So,
Stephanie said girl power all day. They like what you popping. That's good to spread that because so many women are in competition with each other.
yeah.
I'm the type that I see something I like and I pop my shit. Ooh, you look
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
to be like that.
you gotta be like that. I'm not trying to be in no contest. Like, okay, who's the winner? Like, okay, no, she's good at her craft. She's good at her craft. This one over here is good at her craft. It's not about who is the winner. It's like let's all win together. That's it.
So what would you say separates Sexy C from the rest though? Even though I know it's girl power and I know, your promotion of what you popping, that's
Yeah.
good and everything, but what separates you? What separates Sexy C from the rest?
Okay, so I think Sexy C, me personally, I come from different genre. You know, I have a little bit of like that church. I could bring you to church, and then I could be like real sexy with it, and I could be real gangster with it, hood with it. You know, all in the same, like on the same page, on the same song, or you know, my album might be all that in one. You know, so that I think is what separates. Because I always say Jesus, nothing but the name I know, nothing. You know, it ain't nothing like the name I know. So I could say that, and I could still have like a song that be like rocking in the club, you know? Like I have one song called Combat Boots, stepping on serpents, walking on water, greater he that's in me, the Almighty Father. So, and it's like, you could actually hear that in a club, but you could also hear that in church. So,
and with church. I curse at church.
So, you know,
I'll be playing anything at church.
Okay.
But listen here. So where do you see yourself going next? What's the next thing? Do you want to do clothing? Do you want to branch out?
Brand, clothing,
do you
brand.
rap and sing too?
I do like hooks.
Both
I do hooks. I do my own hooks, you know. I'm not gonna say like I'm like the number one singer or whatever, because I'm more like a lyricist than I am a singer. But you know, I would say this, that you know, if you can't find nobody to be on your track, or like say for instance you have a show to do and the person that did the hook ain't nowhere to be found, you got to do what you got to do. So that's how my songs came about. You know, I have another song, Rules to the Industry. Y'all got that?
We do.
Okay, I would love you guys to play that.
To Rules to the Industry.
You know,
Is it after that? I want to ask you.
At the mall.
What's the top 5 rules to the industry
okay,
that you can give to the next up and coming artist?
okay,
After
bet
you go
that,
into
bet that.
the rules of the industry by
Okay.
Sexy C.
All
Go
right.
ahead, introduce. What is it about? You know, we already talked in a little bit.
Yeah. So this song is about you know, somebody like kind of like bossing up on you, and you like, whoa, okay, you know, there's rules to this, there's levels to this, there's so many levels to this, and you got to tap into each level, because you might be good at one level, but you may not be good at another level. So just keep those levels in mind when you coming for somebody.
Let's go into it.
Yeah. Straight up, not down. I'm my own big woman, so put some respect on my name, period, stop playing.
Stay ready for this industry.
Yeah.
Stay ready for this industry.
Okay.
It's rules to this industry. It's rules to this industry. Cause everybody ain't gonna really like you. Everybody ain't gonna really like you. You thought I was done December 31st, 2021. You thought I had no more bullets in me gun. You played your part with the game of chess and your bulletproof vest. You showed up and showed out. You even made a freestyle with no one relevant around. So now you're popping, hip hop dropping. You even made a team that look and spit like a dream. Sexy C, never asked for this. I was appointed to this, yeah, anointed to this. Like Munga said, me bad from my born, but bad from my born. And like I said, I'm the messenger sent by the highest master, architect Jesus. Something in the name I know. Stay ready for this industry.
Yeah.
Stay ready for this industry.
Okay.
It's rules to this industry. It's rules to this industry. Cause everybody ain't gonna really like you. Everybody ain't gonna really like you. I don't blink to battle. The battle is already won, son. So on to the next one. You watching my style, my team. You study my look while rehearsing in your rhyme book. I enter the game with royal DNA in the veins. You can't stop this team. The mighty ultralight beam, the universal vibration is too high for you. So if you not down, then don't come around. Pop up, jump the blood clot. Pop up, jump the blood clot. I'm the Rock, and I'm the Gibraltar. Stay ready for this industry.
Yeah.
Stay ready for this industry.
Okay.
It's rules to this industry. It's rules to this industry, cause everybody ain't gonna really like you. Everybody ain't gonna really like you. Never get benched. 3 months past, he or she start showing their ass or true colors. Whatever happened to the person you met? Yeah, the one that used to get it wet. Don't stay in the drama. Send them home to their mama. You're a frontline man, starting 5. Never settle for the ghetto. Pick up your chin and go for what you want. There's more fish in the sea. And keep your dignity. And never get benched. Straight up, not down. Yeah, straight up, not down. Stay ready for this industry. Stay ready for this industry. Okay. It's rules to this industry. It's rules to this industry. Cause everybody ain't gonna really like you. Everybody ain't gonna really.
Power 989 Radio. Right. DNR TV all day. This your girl, Kid Control. We're sitting with Sexy C.
Yeah.
Now, we just heard her single, Rules to the Industry. Now, what would be your top 5 rules that you would tell the upcoming artists? Let's put female artists behind it, because it's harder for females since it's girl power on Power Hour.
Yeah.
You hear me? So let's do the top 5.
Okay. So you always have to respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, no one else is going to respect you.
Queen shit.
Okay. Number 2, know who your friends are in this industry. If you have an allegiance with a DJ, a producer, or whatever, keep those relationships going. Don't sever your relationships. Shout out to the DJs. Okay, DJ, I'm going to shout out to the girl DJ all out there. Shout out to you. I'm hoping to work with you in the future. But keep your DJs strong, because they're the ones that's going to be controlling your music, spinning your music. Okay. And number 3, know when to spin the bag. Know when to spin the bag. Okay. You guys gonna have, like, in the industry, you got marketing, you have your appearance, okay, nails done, hair done, everything did. You gotta make sure that you have that. You gotta have that bag for those areas, because that money can go so fast and so short. And then you have, like, publishing, you have copyright, you have, studio time, you have engineer, you have all these different aspects. So, that's something that I learned from iRock. You got to know where to spin that bag, and if it's going to promote you, the artist, or are you working for, like, somebody else? Is it promoting, the team you're on, or is it promoting you? So you just got to learn how to, like, move that. So where to spin that back. And number 4, okay, you need merchandise, and we're working on that. But you need you need merchandise, because, say, for instance, you go into these shows and everything, and they're like, how can we get to you? How can we reach you? How can we do this or whatever? You can only say something so much, like, okay, say original set, official Sexy C, IG official Sexy C, or 2022 Sexy C, 2022 on IG. I'm on all platforms. And then it's like, the music playing, you in the club, you drinking or whatever, and they be like, what did she say again? Well, what was that again? So you just have to have your merchandise
together. You be well put together. So I don't think they just look like, what she say again, when you up there, because you demand attention, you grab it.
And then that's all about that appearance piece, that marketing, that promotion. That's all. You got to be promoted. You got to come in with confidence. But 5th, you have to have that confidence, because everyone is not going to like you. Okay. You may have a smash hit this year, and maybe next year not. Okay. Like, I know it takes a long time to build up a village or to build a mountain. So you're not going to be having like that success overnight. Like I don't look at how many people like my one song. I don't look at that because I put out so many songs. I've been on so many songs with other artists. Y'all don't even know about. I have so many songs with so many artists that I stopped counting those numbers. You know, what I want to do is count, you know, my royalty checks. I want to make sure my publishing is right. I want to make sure my copyright is right. So wherever my music goes, it's going to come back to my bag. So that's it.
Ooh, that's what's up. Because a lot of people don't look at that these days. They go in blindly not knowing. That's good that you got all your stuff. You're fully invested in yourself. I can tell.
Yeah, it don't matter. I'm gonna keep doing what I do because that's what I do.
And where can they find you? And where can we find your music? Like if we want to go back and look up Sexy C. I know you said that you was in a group before. I don't know if you have music out or visuals out that you have before, but tell people where they can find you, like your old stuff and then your new stuff.
Yeah. So LOV Familia, shout out to LOV Familia. I don't know if y'all got one of the how much time we got on this? How much time we got on this?
Hour. We still got some time.
Okay.
You got 15 years. You good.
Okay.
You good. That's your shit.
Because you
They tapped in. They gonna say tapped in.
Oh, okay. So I don't know if you could pull up LOV Familia. I want to put up the Chronicles of LOV. Can you put up the Chronicles of LOV? I want to play that track. Although you guys can reach me on YouTube. Y'all can reach LOV Fam on YouTube. There's a lot of my tracks is there with my peeps. Sexy C is on YouTube. I'm on IG 2022 Sexy C. It's all one string, and also official Sexy C on Instagram. So Instagram official Sexy C, and then 2022 Sexy C on Instagram as well. I do have a page on Facebook which is under, I think, 2021 Sexy C. That's when I kind of created that. But I'm not really on there that much because I'm trying to revamp my brand. So yeah, I want y'all to hear some of that LOV Fam music, even though it's like, you know, it's the quality maybe. No, let me back that up. The Chronicles of LOV, I believe my engineer, Bag of Tricks, Felix the Cat, he did that. So that quality is pretty tight. Did you find it?
Shout out to Miss BK. Miss BK is in the building. She says fire.
Oh,
definitely lit.
girl, thank you, girl.
You wanna go into it? Let's go into it.
Okay, let's hear that. Okay, so we got LOV, we got Sexy C. This is Sexy C, but it's talking about the history, y'all. So I want y'all to pay attention to this track, because this talks about history. And like I said, I put all of my stuff, I put all my downloads on my music. So listen to this track and let me know what y'all think, okay? Sexy C, it's Chronicles of LOV, y'all. Let's get it.
Introducing the outline from the Chronicles of LOV. Scene 1, take 1. Yep, let's get this money. In the beginning, post-graduation from ASU, mama gave me the money to register Club 2 and the LLC. Skrilla came from a settlement of Granny Annie Bill's passing. Sisters and me, we didn't get as much as cousins did, but nevertheless, we made good on the investment. Love over violence, family, aka LOV Familia, aka LOV Fam, aka LOV. My pseudo name is Sexy C. It came before the LLC. All three of us, me, Miss and Treasure B, are members of LOV, the founding mothers that started this movement. We won some and lost some friends along the way, so thank those that paved the way. Ice Cube, I Rock, Dub Wise, Mike Mill, GGKP, oh yeah, and the MGs. Yup, there was no rocking them shows, there was no copping them clothes, there was no other family moving like this one called the LOV. Yeah, there was no rocking them shows, there was no the family. Moving like this one called the LOV. These was our dancers. Candy, JD, and Cola, aka Queen Antoinette, was the backup singer for LOV, and Dizzle, aka Device, recorded Tight A Shoes. First time in LOV studio, then Black Ghost became the apprentice producer of LOV studio, recording music for the city of Surprise. We got a catalog, the list is way long. On every new artist that had a song came along the bus in the home studio headquarters. Yo, so don't get it twisted, and don't forget, don't lose track, don't forget who had your back. Ain't no business like show business. This game will chew you up and spit you out if you're not grounded and well surrounded. After advertising videos, rocking they tag clothes. All you got is family, and hopefully it's love physically and mentally. Yeah, rocking them shows. There was no copping them clothes. There was no other family moving like this one called the LOV. Yeah, there was no rocking them shows. There was no copping them clothes. There was no other family moving like this one called the LOV.
2020.
And the LOV.
Like 2019, 2020. I don't know if y'all can. Yeah, that right there. Okay, so that right there was written a little bit before it was recorded. So it was written. There was no Rockin' Them shows. There was no Coppin' Them clothes. There was no other family moving like LOV. That right there, I wrote that years back, but I didn't put it on wax until like 2019, 2020. Well, you talking about local artists or? Oh, okay.
Whether it's local or big, you know what I mean? Some of these take notes from them. I'm not ashamed to be a fan.
Right. So, let me see here. I have my homeboys, J Boog from Big Five. I have Mike Mills, Ghetto Government. Let's see, KP. He was in the game. He the one who put us up on those shows back in the day. LOV, when we were like performing. The Mechanical Girls, we were performing back in the day. Shows here, there. So many of my friends, family, associates, some of them passed away, so rest in peace to a lot of them. But I Rob Daniels, and the whole like crew, family and friends, they really like kept that movement, and to this day they now doing movies and stuff like that. But as far as he doing a lot of family things right now. We'll see. I keep telling him. I keep asking. He's like, "Oh, we'll see. We'll see." Like, he just want to see how far, and I want to see how far I can do something without like, Big Brother, can you help me on this? I want to be able to like establish my name, like do me myself on my own. I don't want to be like, oh, I need help from like Big, but we can always do sponsors and stuff like that. So and then Mary J. Blige. Okay, so Mary J. Blige is one of those famous people that I admire. I admire all the rappers that came before me. Lil Kim, Lil Kim, Foxy Brown. Let's see, Nicki Minaj. See what else. I'll even put out there Cardi B. Because these are girls women that's doing it big, and they have to start somewhere. We all have to start somewhere.
Right.
So I'm like, it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a people. We have to come together. Arizona have to come together in order to make stuff pop. You know, back in the day, I used to be in a group, you know, with 7 members. It was 7 girls, and then we called Mechanical Girls. You know, we did our thing. And that's another story. But it was 7 of us. It was 7. So when we popped out, we all had the same thing on 7 deep. We wrote 7 deep every time we did that. And so, you know, when you know, you think about 1 or 2 of us, you know, going out, and then like we got this animosity going, and click here, click there. Man, that's not where I came from. That's not what I'm used to. But you know, it's all about starting something new, and so that's what I'm doing.
Well, praises to that, and more success to you on your journey. You know what I'm saying? I thank you for coming and chopping it with me here on Power Hour.
I'm so glad to have you guys. You guys
so
have
much
me.
about you and your characteristics and the things that's coming up next. You said they could catch you May 14th, correct?
May 14th at the Monarch Theater. It is the Justice RTU Farewell Show. We're going to do we're going to do that. That man has done so much for all of us. You know, he has done it. I hope this is not a farewell, you know, for good. I just hope he's like, you know, it's like he'll see how much he's going to be missed. But so this is something that, you know, I felt like I had to be a part of this. I have to be a part of this because he allowed me to get on Arizona Hip Hop Festival 6. And this was like, LOB, when it was LOB, he let us get on, and it's like, he didn't really know us, and he let us get on, you know, on the stage and stuff. And so I'm like, it's time to let people know, like, we rocking with you, and we gonna rock with you till the wheels fall off. So
All right, loyalty is everything.
Yeah.
Tell the people where they can find you one more time.
yes, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, y'all can find me on IG. I'm building up my IG. So it's official Sexy C, all one word, no different spelling. 2022 Sexy C. I have 2 IG pages. I also have, you know, I'm on YouTube. I'm on Spotify. I'm on all platforms, guys. I have a Facebook page, and that's 2021 Sexy C. Y'all just check me out, ride with me, keep working with me, holla at me, I am me, you know, instant message me, and let me know that y'all want to work, and we can do that. We can get that going.
All right, again, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Shout out to my DJ back there doing this thing.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. DNRTV. Thank you guys for tuning in. Salute Miss BK, Boss Lyric in the building. Everybody that tapped in. Thank you.
Thank you.
Introducing the outline from the Chronicles of LOB.